Ballers, if you're trying to make it into the non-league, this video is for you. Before I go any further, save this video because when you go into the manager's office, when you step into the gaffer's gaff, you're going to need this information so you can negotiate a better rate. Second thing I want you to do is to tag 2 ballers in the comment section. Let's get into it. I came across this video on TikTok and this guy was saying these are the wages for non-league ballers. I want you to bear in mind that usually you don't get paid per week when you're talking non-league. It's usually per game. With that being said, let me tell you how it works. The wages in non-league is not as stringent. Now let me explain what I mean by that. Clubs in the Football League and Premier League have to abide by financial fair play rules. Teams in the non-league also have to abide by the financial fair play rules. However, they can hide things a little bit better. Now, being that I've had the chance to be in and around step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think I'm the best person to tell you exactly how much money they make. Step 1 is the National League and they're just below League 2. 1,200, it's a bit of a stretch. I would say they're more likely to be on in and around 700 to about £900 a week. You might get odd few players who might be on over £1,000 a week or 1,200, but in a general sense, they're not making that much money. Step 2, we're talking about National League North and South, and I would say we're near enough around how much they make per week. 400, I'd say £400 to £600 per week is what they make in that league. Step 3, this is where it gets quite techie. Shh, what I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't be telling anyone. Keep this to yourself. Because in step 3, there's a lot of guys making this sort of money. Yes, you heard me correctly. There's guys making this sort of money. There's people out there say, oh, they don't. I'm telling you from my experience of when I was bouncing around these leagues and I was speaking to different people, they knew lads in other teams who were making serious dosh. Essentially, what the club will do is say that they're paying you $250 per game, but in actual fact, after the game, you get a cheeky little brown envelope that's paying you another $850. I'm being dead serious. There's guys out there making serious cheddar in step 3. In step 4, they're on really about 100 quid a game. 130 isn't too far off the mark. But just bear in mind, they could be getting a different wage depending on the type of contract that they have. If they have an agent, they would have negotiated a contract to get paid weekly rather than getting paid per game. The only problem is if a bigger club comes in and they want you, they got to pay a fee, which usually is not good because that deters them from actually wanting to go ahead with the deal. Step 5, this is the Combined Counties League. Now this one, 60 quid a game, I think is a bit of a stretch. You're looking more about 20 to 40 quid per game. Of course, some clubs may be able to afford to pay you 60 quid, but I'm giving you an average. More than likely, you're looking at about 40 quid per game.